How does a Scrum Master handle underperforming team members? I mean, I'll be honest, sometimes I've wished the answer has been get a big stick and wander outside with them. But you're not allowed to do that. I am reliably informed I'm not allowed to do that. So what can we do with an underperforming team member? Is it our job? Are we meant to be the arbiters of their performance? Because, well, that's performance management. Okay? The person doing that is likely a line manager. Are we a line manager? I hope not, because if we are, then we're in this weird place of having no authority, being of service to the team. We're a leader, but we're a servant to the team as well. And being their boss. That makes me uncomfortable. I'm not sure many people could straddle those two worlds effectively. They're going to end up on one side or the other, particularly when the heat gets turned up. So what are we going to do when we recognise that there's a team member who's maybe not fulfilling their potential? Well, first of all, have a chat with them. Okay? Some reason we always think, oh, well, just go and have a chat. Maybe they're having a bad week. Maybe something's going off at home. Okay. Is it something that they want to talk about? Maybe, maybe not. But if you open up a conversation with, hi, John, I've just noticed you've just been off the boil for the last few weeks. Is there anything you want to talk about? Actually, very often they're like, oh, yeah, I'd hoped it hadn't showed, but this is going on. Okay, well, do you want to talk to me, or should we bring it to the team, or what? How do you want to deal with this? Because we, as a team, want to support you. You're going to have a bad week or two. It happens to everybody. Okay? So step one is always going to be, go and have a chat with them. Do they know it? Do they know that they're a bit off colour or whatever? Right? Do they see that it's an issue? Or is it just a temporary thing that they're going to work through? Or is it something they don't care about? Now, if it's something that they won't or can't deal with, maybe we take it to the whole team. And I'm not saying divulge personal information here, but just say, look, we've seen John's a bit off the ball. We all know it. How do we as a team go forward? And please don't use that phrasing, because that's awful. Okay. But we as a team aren't performing as well. How do we support each other in that process? Okay. A retrospective. It's precisely what we're talking about. It's the relationships within the team. Okay. How do we support each other through this time? Okay. Team members are hopefully going to use that. If not before, then in the retro, they're going to be raising, John looks a bit off colour. He's not, he keeps dropping the ball. We've tried to work with him, but it's just not working. Okay, well, in a retro, let's have a look at it. How can we work together more effectively? How can we go forwards? Okay. If, however, individually, they're not willing to work with it, or collectively, they're not finding a way to help work it out, it's not on us as a Scrum Master to solve that. What we need to do is have a very frank conversation with the person who's not performing and go and have a chat with their line manager. Do they need more support in the business that is beyond the ability of the team to provide? If so, that's the line manager's role. They're meant to be there to help them, to support them. Maybe they need some training, and maybe they need some mentoring. Maybe this is just not the role for them. Okay? But organisations have structures for this. It's not the Scrum Master's role to manage the performance of the members of the team. Okay, work with them. We recognise when people aren't doing what they could, and we're happy to work with them and help them improve. But ultimately, if somebody is not only missing their potential, but unwilling or unable to get back on the saddle and attain their potential, there's only so much we can do. Okay. We need to pull in outside people whose role it is to support those in their performance. If you've got to this point in the video, I hope you've enjoyed it. If so, a like would be appreciated. If you want to hear more from me, more answers to questions that maybe you've got in the Agile world, please subscribe to the channel. And if you've got a question that you really want answered, drop it in the comments. I promise we'll get around to it. Thank you.